Out of all the 3D Mario games, Super Mario Sunshine has always been the most controversial game out of the bunch. Like all GameCube games, it was rushed, it's very buggy, and among other things, it's just not polished. Now, those who have heard or played Mario 64 Co-op Deluxe or Mario Odyssey Online know that there is no official online multiplayer support. These are all fan-made. This is no different from my mod. Introducing Better Super Mario Sunshine Online, or BSMSO for short. This is an online multiplayer mod that I created for Sunshine that runs on Dolphin Emulator. For those who do know, you might know that there already exists a mod for Sunshine that adds online multiplayer. It's just called Super Mario Sunshine Online, or SMSO for short. So why did I make my own mod when that one already exists? Well, for a lot of reasons. To keep the story short, SMSO is terrible about updates. The last update, 2.2, was over 2 years ago. And to make matters worse, 3.0 had been announced nearly a year ago, and still nothing has come of it. That's the main issue. Other issues in game people have had are issues with staying connected, stuff just not working properly, and a ton of bugs. That mod was very poorly written, and with the updates being as slow as they are, we just all lost hope of it. So that's why I decided to create my own version of SMSO. This mod supports not 4, not 6, not 8, but up to 10 players in one session. Now this mod runs only on the US version, and it's built on top of the Better Sunshine engine. Now, what is Better Sunshine Engine? Long story short, Better Sunshine Engine, or BSE, is a modding framework for Sunshine that makes modding a lot easier to do. Think of it as the engine layer that makes deep game modifications possible, because Sunshine is notorious for being extremely hard to mod due to damn near everything being hard-coded. Out of the box, BSE gives you things like 60 FPS, widescreen, like 16:9, and even 21:9 for those who have wide-ass monitors. And it also introduces a custom settings menu. Now, mods built on this engine, such as Super Mario Eclipse being the biggest one, can theoretically be played with this mod. Right now, it cannot be played out of the box because Eclipse does change a lot of things in the game. So I do need to figure out how to officially add support for it so we can actually play Super Mario Eclipse online, which will most likely be a 2.0 thing. When this mod gets released, which will be very soon, I won't be giving a release date, this will be posted on Game Banana, where you can download it from there. Once downloaded, you'll open the BSMSO launcher.exe file and be greeted to this. This launcher is the control center of everything you will be doing with this mod. I'm going to be going over everything this launcher offers and what it does. Starting at the top, we have the session status. This tells you whether you're hosting, connected, or disconnected from the server. Over to the right, this shows whether Dolphin is open, and then this shows whether Dolphin and the game is linked with the launcher. This is very important because it needs to be connected for everything to work properly. Below, there are 4 tabs: Settings, Client Actions, Server Actions, and Help tabs. The Help tab is self-explanatory. I will be updating it to have more things to help people out with. Back over to the settings, this section is the player settings. This is where you'll input your name to show who's who in the game, more on that later. Below that is where you can choose what model you want in-game. The text below tells you what needs to take place after changing the model. Below that is where you can change the color, outline, and even add a gradient to your name tag. This live preview shows what it will look like in the game. The next section below is where anything server related is at. Now, to host a server, you either need to know how to port forward, or I really recommend downloading and using Radmin VPN. That software will give you a custom IP address to input here. Trust me, it is a lot easier to go with this route than port forwarding, but it is an option. For the port, you will not have to change that at all, so leave it alone. This box is where you can choose how many players you want in one session. Now, the buttons below are tied right into the next section below. This is very important. You must set your dolphin in your game path. Once you do, this button will turn red and you will be able to launch dolphin from here. Once you do, the launcher will begin to link with dolphin, and once linked, these buttons will be available and you can now host a server. Once you host a server, it will take you to the server actions tab automatically. Now, the server actions will be where all the magic happens. This button here, when enabled, will allow people to teleport to any level on their own so the host doesn't have to do it. This is disabled by default. This button right next to it enables/disables flag syncing. Flags being the shine sprites, blue coins, yellow coins, and red coins. You can do co-op runs or you can do a race with other people. This section is for the teleporting feature. As I said earlier, you can teleport to any level, episode, or secret in the game. You can warp everyone, or you can warp specific people. Now, I'm going to go ahead and showcase some of the things in-game, like how Mario works, what's all synced with Mario, flag syncing, and the name tags. Starting with Mario, nearly everything with Mario and Flood is synced. The one big thing is that spam spraying is not synced. The main reason why is that it can cause FPS drop when multiple people are trying to do it, so I decided to leave that out. It's also for balancing for a certain game mode I'm going to implement in the future. Now Yoshi here is synced. Almost. There's just one thing I need to get working properly, and that's Yoshi eating fruits. So hopefully I can get Yoshi eating the pineapple on top of the Serena Beach pipe. Well, maybe. Might be harder than expected. For the flag syncing, here you can see the other Mario in the jail. And when he collects the blue coin, the coin will disappear and the counter will go up. This also happens with red coins as well. The other coins will not disappear, but the counter will go up when someone else collects one. So you can tag team 100 coins if you want. For the name tags, if you recall from earlier about changing the color of your name tag, the color change will also be changed in real time, in-game, so you don't have to reload the level for the change to take effect. When a player gets far away enough from you, the name tag will get smaller and eventually fade away. You can see the name tag anywhere as long as you're near someone where it's visible. Now I'm going to go ahead and show off the game modes. Well, just one game mode because that's all there is right now. More will be added in the future, but for right now, hide and seek is the first game mode. When enabled, a timer will pop up, and name tags will turn blue. When someone is a seeker, their name tag will turn red and they will have the shine shirt and the sunglasses. Once someone is a seeker, this button will turn red, and you can start the round. When started, a sound will play and the hider's timers will begin to count up. Another thing to note, seekers will not be able to see hiders' name tags. This is for balancing reasons. Seekers will be able to see other seekers' name tags though. Another thing, name tags will also be hidden behind objects. This is also for balancing reasons. Now when a seeker touches a hider, a sound will play and they will become a seeker as well. Once everyone is caught, another sound will play to indicate that the round is over and tag will reset. A cool feature I implemented is to be able to pick a random person to be a seeker using this button. This button below also will be able to pick a random level. I also made it so if a person is randomly picked as a seeker for this round currently, the next round they will be excluded from the randomizer so they don't get picked again. But after one round, they will be eligible to be picked again. I do plan to make the number of rounds go up when there's more people connected, like 4 players being 1 round, 5 to 6 players being 2 rounds, and so on until it hits the 10-player limit, which will most likely be 4 rounds. This goes for levels as well. For example, if we get warped to Bianco for that round, it will not pick Bianco again until after 3 rounds. And that's it for hide and seek. Pretty simple. And with that, that is better Super Mario Sunshine Online. As I stated before, there is no release date, but 1.0 will be coming out very soon. So please look forward to this mod and being able to do insane things with friends that you couldn't do before. And please look forward to future updates after 1.0.